head of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutting, but on my pockets, me my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only go for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You don't pretend. You don't lie. You don't be gay. You know what's up?
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Slot man moves right. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. And taken right on the 30. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle?
Touchdown, Packers!
Christian Watson
with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that.
And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, Eckler, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
14-7 is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. On second down, it's Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
4 yards remain for second down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Joey Bosa showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right side to Watson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Marr able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Herbert
throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Herbert. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Andy Isabella, 49 yards.
And the Chargers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, able to avoid him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. 52 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 33 yards. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert on first down now. Buying time to his left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, 61 yards. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Rodgers to throw once more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 28-24 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. An inside give to Jones. Oh, look at the juke. He finds some open field here. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big run there by Jones. 41 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Jones will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown!
Christian Watson
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Packers have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Play action. It's Herbert. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some space here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 33 yards. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one wasn't universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
181 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try the right side with Jones. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Rolling to his right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Gets around him. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So that challenge, a successful one.
Running right, Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones,
his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Packers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. That is caught downfield by Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Rodgers going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Herbert.
Flushed out right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Herbert going to throw.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pick.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Herbert.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Herbert to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. One last throw here for Herbert. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they will